And the Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Purdue's offense will go on the attack first. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
They feed him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Maryland's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Washington. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry up. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McConnell. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Maryland! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Quick completion on the out route. Still on his feet at the 35. At midfield, he's got room. Inside the touchdown, Purdue! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's McConnell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The Terrapins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets... Turn man on the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They even things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They're working that left side. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Off play action. Buys a little extra time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and then don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Gets it to him on the screen. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Farmer. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Farmer. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Flowers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. sides, no backs. Back to throw, it's Washington. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller... that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
To the air on second down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Pittsburgh is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Dan Marino, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Goodness, correct. That is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I tell you what, these body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give on the inside. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're facing a 3rd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Terrapins. The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick-6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the right. All kinds lots of room to throw that one in there. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Safe completion on the screen. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Flips it out on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does it.
Looking for the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Under fire. Picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Purdue.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end getting vertical. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Purdue.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Good, right down the boulevard. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here's the return from inside his 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
And the Boilermakers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play-action fake. Myers on the move. With the catch, it's Farmer. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time. Right when the wide receiver breaks, the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the outside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Washington. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wants to throw on third. Finds his tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Unloads quickly. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play together and got in the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 28 to Kennesaw State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half. Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground, he's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Daniels. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Quick strike complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They take the lead with the 6. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Washington. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Farmer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. The quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll run it from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Here's the heat. It's the open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Terrapins want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. He's been elite in every aspect. He's thrown the ball on time. He's made big plays down the field. He's punched it in when they've gotten opportunities. You just couldn't ask for anything more. Flushed out of the pocket. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting a run. You're going to try and buy your...
Makes a grab deep. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 37. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. QB draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to throw. It's Washington. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. And they've gotten a superb performance from their senior quarterback. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Pocket breaking down. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Fires to the tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
No mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Pulls it in. It's Humphrey. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Washington. Grabbed over the middle, it's McConnell. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just keeps slinging it. Got him and nobody's close. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better... throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Purdue! They jump on top here in OT. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. To the air, it's Washington. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? The Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. A run for the quarterback. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
That'll do it. The sack ends it as the defense puts the final nail in the coffin. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a